Hey guys, so as you can tell, it's just me today, and I'm really excited about today's video because it's our very first makeup tutorial. Yay! Mindy and I have been talking about doing tutorials for a while now, and we were gonna start doing them towards the end of last year, but well, things got a little cray-cray and we got really busy with the holidays, but now we're back and we're ready to incorporate some different videos we already have. If you haven't seen Mindy's makeup collection and storage, that was a really fun video for her to film and something new that we hadn't done before, and I'm going to be filming mine maybe in the next month or so I can show you what I do, which is a little similar, a little bit different to hers. But anyway, back to the tutorials. I'm so excited. I'm featuring Wet n Wild's the Comfort Zone. Wet n Wild's Comfort Zone palette, which has been one of our favorites. And I've got a little bit of a mix of high-end and drugstore products. So I'm excited. And I just want to give a little disclaimer. You guys know, if you've watched us for a while, we're not makeup artists. Never claimed to be. You know, what we're going to show you is what we do. Little tricks that maybe we've learned or just how we do our makeup. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm going to zoom a little bit close so you can see the eye makeup is basically what I'm featuring. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've done to my face. And I have started the video, you'll see, I don't think I mentioned this. I started the video on with my Garnier BB cream already on. So I've zoomed in just a little bit, and now I'm just going to get a little bit closer. I don't know if this is weird for you, but I'm just working with a little bit of brown and green. It's a smoky eye, but more of a daytime smoky eye. Not really, if I was going to go out, I'd make it a little bit darker, but yeah, it's really, these Wet n Wild palettes, I'm telling you, are fabulous. So the tutorial is next, so I hope that you guys keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to get started, and as I just mentioned, I'm going to be featuring the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, which looks like this, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. It's a great mix of browns and greens. I love it. I mean, this palette might scream fall to some of you with these colors, but Mindy and I have really been feeling it recently. I've had this for a couple of months, and I think Mindy just got it in the last month, and we've both been, it's been a go-to palette for us. So, and I'm not sure when this video is going up, so you may have already seen this in our January favorites, but it's a good one. And I've already done one eye today. Today I'm featuring this light brow bone color. I'm going to be using this tan color, this lighter brown, taupey brown color, and then I'm also using this crease color, which is a gorgeous dark green. So I'm just going to get started. I don't know what that was, but whatever. And I'm probably going to be using mainly Sigma brushes today. I've just loved my set. So I'm going to get started with the E55, and it's just the little shader brush like this. And let's see, I'm just going to dab it in the brow bone color right here and just hit under my brow bone like so. This is just the highlight. And then come back in and hit the corner of my eye and go out. Now I do have a little darkness right here, so I also put concealer on it from time to time. And then what I'm doing is I'm just shaking a little off. The Wet n Wild palettes do have a little bit of fallout, and I let that just go, and then I go back and clean it up with a big fluffy brush later. But so I just come in the corner and then just bring it out a little bit. This is a great color. I feel like I use this a lot. Okay. So next I'm just grabbing the Sigma large shader. Looks like this, and it's the E60, and I'm just going to come in and hit a little bit of what's labeled as the crease color, but I'm actually going to use it on my lid, and it's that light taupey brown. I'm just going to come in and pack it on the lid. And I am going over a little bit where I put that light brow bone color, which is fine because we'll come back and buff it all out. We'll blend it all out. And this I'm just taking right to the crease. I'm not really going on the brow bone. So just like so. And that's it. Okay. And then I'm coming in with the Sigma Taper Blending E40. It looks like this. This is my favorite brush in the collection. And I think if you guys want to start with Sigma, or any brush company for that matter, Everyone needs a large blending brush. This thing is like a magic eraser. It's the best brush I own. It'll fix mistakes. You can use it for, you can use it for so many things. I just love it. But I'm going to take this eyelid color right here, the light tan. I'm just going to dab just a little bit. Now all I'm doing with this is using as a transition color between the darker brown and the cream that's on my brow bone. And I'm just hitting it in the crease like that. No big deal. Just light and fluffy. Just like that. And that just helps transition from the darker to lighter without being, you know, like a harsh line. It just takes that line out and gives it a nice, like, warmer tone to it, I guess you could say. Okay, next is the Sigma Medium Angled Shading E70, and it's actually turned out to be one of my favorite brushes too. When I first got the set, I wasn't using this a lot, and I realized that it's fabulous, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But I'm just going to dab it into the dark green right here, just stamping it in like that. Shaking a little bit off. And why I like it so much is that if you want to start your crease color, it's almost foolproof for someone like me, because literally you take it, and I just take it at the base of where my eyelashes stop, and go out just a little bit, angle it out just a little bit, and stamp the color in. Like so, and I just bring it in just a little. Okay, and then get some more of that green. It just creates a nice line for you to work with and get in your crease, and I think it's so easy if you're new to makeup. I think this is a great brush to have if you want to start doing like a more smoky eye or something like that. It's really a nice brush. And then I'm just going to stamp it into my crease, and I'm only going about 3/4 of the way, about right here. You can choose to go just a little bit. Some people go all the way in the crease. I'm just not doing that today. It's just the look I'm going for. And you see how it's really dark and it's like a harsh edge. Well, we'll fix that. Because you can tell over here I've fixed it. So we'll see. Okay, I think that is good. That color, that green is just so pigmented. It's awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to come back with the big shader, the tapered blending brush. What am I saying? And I'm going to grab a little bit of the eyelid color again, this light tan, and I'm just going to start the blending. Starting the blending. And it depends on what you want for your look. If you want a harsher line right here, I think that can be really pretty. You can tell over here, I really got that down. So I'm just going to take that away. Like I said, this is a magic brush. It's really awesome. Okay. I've been wiping my brushes kind of on this towel while I've been going so that I can come back and use them, because what I want to do is get a little more of this taupey brown right here. I'm just using the large shader brush, and I'm going to almost, I wouldn't say it's an ombre effect, but that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going from the dark, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to hit it, just lightly pat it on right here. So if I have the green right there, I just went over it just like 1/8 of an inch, just a little bit. Patting that on almost to the center of my eyeball. Okay, then I wipe that off, and then I'm just taking a little bit of that creamy brow bone. Same thing, and then just coming over with it. Because I almost want it to be a little golden. It's like when the brow bone and that crease color that I'm using as a lid color mix, it's almost like a great golden color. Yeah, I'm just going to take the tapered blending brush and just do a little bit of that eyelid color as a transition, and just hit that one more time right here. Like if here's where the green is and this is my brow bone, I'm just going to kind of hit it all so that you'll see a little bit of this color on my actual brow bone, which you do. Awesome. And now I'm just going to grab with the small shader brush, the E55, a little bit of that brow bone just to touch it up, that creamy color. I'm just going to hit this side too. Okay, I feel like this side is just a little bit, I need a little bit more of that eyelid transition. cool. I think that's good for now. Go ahead, Jamie. At this point, I'm ready for eyeliner, and it's really up to you. If you like to go with darker brown liners, you can totally do that, you know, like a blackish brown liner. I'm just going to go with an Urban Decay 0, so it's not crazy dark black, but it is black. This is one of my go-to ones. I know a lot of people say that if you have Perversion, you'll never use this again. I don't actually own Perversion. I know that's a really, really jet black, and it's really creamy. I'm happy with this one. So I'm just going to go in and I'm just doing a light line. I'm not winging it. I'm just taking it to the edge of my eye. I don't want it to be too stark of a color, and I don't think that this one is. And then I'm just coming in with my Sigma Small Angle E65 brush. And I'm just poking myself in the eye. I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit. I think I need a little bit more. I think I did go over with 2 layers on my other eye. Yep. So yeah. And okay. And then my mascara that I'm using today is the Benefit They're Real. Mendi and I have talked about this mascara so much. You know, it's one of our favorites. And I'll tell you, the one thing that I love about it, well, not the one thing, but something I really love is I love that it has that little ball tip at the end, because I have really short eyelashes, and it really helps to like wiggle it through there and get my end ones to stand and look really pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of like lightly wiggling it like this. This is something that I think all of you probably do. Separates them really well. And I'll tell you, I learned this from watching Mendi on What Not to Wear many, many years ago. I still watch that show, do you guys? But yeah, this is what I like that little tip for, is just to get in over here. I don't even know if you guys can see that since I'm working with dark colors. And really pull them out. You know, when you're someone like me and you're not blessed with long lashes, then anything like this will help. So because I always do my top mascara first, I'm just going to let that sit and dry a little bit, because technically if you put mascara on your bottom lashes at all, then you should probably do that first, because when you look up to get your bottom, you can easily get the mascara transfer on your eye, and you don't really want that. So while that's drying, I'm just going to take my Sephora, it's a jumbo crayon, 12-hour, waterproof. It looks like this, and it's in the color beige. It's one of my favorite go-to colors to go in the waterline, so I'm just going to do that. And with this, I go from edge to edge, just like that. It's really good. It just helps. It's a nice, for me, it's a little bit shimmery, so it's a nice shimmery nude color. I know nude is really popular. It just opens you up, makes you look a little more awake, which I could use since it's a little earlier than I would normally be up on a weekend. And then I'm just going to take the small angle brush again and grab some fallout, and grab a little bit of that green crease color, and I'm just going to place it from the edge underneath the eyelashes. Not even halfway. Just, yeah, well, okay. I did go halfway. Okay, no problem. I'm going to wipe that off and then hit that cream brow bone. And I'm going to start from the inner corner right here all the way. Trace it under so that it meets the green. And almost go over it just a little bit. But that helps with the brightening up right there as well. And now my mascara is surely dry. I'm just going to come back and put a light coat underneath. And now what I'll do is I'll take the Big Sigma, the Big Mama, the large powder brush. It's the F30. It looks like this. And I'm just going to come here, and it doesn't have powder on it, or it might have a little residue on it. And I'm just going to knock away some of that fallout. Now, if you guys own Sigma brushes, let me know, do you guys ever have bristle fallout? This is the only brush that Mendi and I own where when we use it, we usually have to pick a few of the the hair's off. So it doesn't happen with any of our other brushes, so I don't know what's going on with that. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Dream Lumi Concealer in the shade Nude. Yes, I said nude chair once, like a dummy, and it's just nude. I think that's a French word. And I'm just going to come under and hit a little concealer, I had already put a little bit of the, do I have it? I'd already put a little bit of the Maybelline Age Rewind, the brightener on. It's the pinkier one. I'd already done a little bit of that. So then I'm just going to come in and just dab with your ring finger. Your ring finger is the best finger to work with. It's the most gentle. Yeah, and it looks like Mama needs some concealer today. I will say I've been up really early today. Okay, I'm just going to hit it in like that. You notice I'm not doing that. I'm sure most of you know that. Okay, because I'm a tad pale, I'm just going to take my large powder brush. Using the Tarte, looks like this, it's the Rose Illuminating Powder. It's the Amazonian Clay Shimmering Powder. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this as kind of like a warm me up down here, like bronzer, I guess. But it's so light. But I just think that I need it to be, my skin needs a little love around the edges. Just a little bit. And then I have the Sigma Large Angled Contour in F40. This has been a really good one. And I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay, the 12-Hour Blushes and Exposed. You guys have probably seen this if you watched our Makeup by Tiffany D inspired haul. This has been another favorite. Just giving a nice flush going from cheek back here. And then I'm just going to do a little highlighter, which my favorite highlighter is still the Laura Geller. It's the Baked Duo in French Vanilla and Portofino. And what I'm doing is, yes, this is a Sigma foundation brush. It's an F60. I do not use it for foundation. I actually use it for my highlighter. And all I'm going to do is go back and forth like this. And then I'm just going to come here and try to hit my bone. Oh yeah, that works nice. And here. And you can take what's left if you want and go a little bit down the bridge of your nose. I don't suggest going all the way to the tip of your nose. I think that that might accent your nose in a way that you might not want it. And then a little bit above your Cupid's bow if you choose. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Am I basically done? Alright, I have a little bit of chapstick on. So I think because I have darker eyes, that I'm going to use a nude lip, and I'm going to go with the L'Oreal Color Riche Balm. This is the shade Nourishing Nude. You can tell that she's gotten some love. I just love this one. And it's really moisturizing. And it's just really pretty. And I was, you know what, I was going to put a gloss over it. I don't think I am because it seems really glossy by its own. Haven't used this in a while. I just recently pulled it back out. And that's it. That's my look. Let me get in a little close so you can see my eyes. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like this palette? Do you have this palette? Was this tutorial helpful at all? I know I mentioned in the beginning that this is my very first tutorial, and I will say that I was a little bit nervous, but it's really fun. It seems almost like I'm getting ready with girlfriends and just chit-chatting, and if it wasn't really early in the morning, I would totally have a glass of champagne while doing this. Maybe next time. But anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know your comments down below. And if you want to see more tutorials from both Mendi and I, give it a thumbs up and we will start working on those because I know Mendi is really excited about doing her first one soon too. So thanks everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.